This week on Nation's Business, we highlight how government has placed immense priority in developing the education sector. Every child in Fiji is entitled to a decent education, which is part of government's vision of making Fiji a knowledge-based society.
Everyone in Fiji gets quality education. That's the key aspect of it, education, but also quality education. And Ministry of Education's role is to ensure that these things are happening, because and like in any other country, education is given a lot of priority, because the students eventually from primary to secondary, etc., and they become part of the human resource, and human resource in any country is extremely important.
First and foremost, it is up to the parents and families to educate their children. This responsibility comes with some considerable effort.
Little bit more support from the parents in terms of their studies, homework supervision, cleanliness of the children, how they come to school, how prepared they are, with the stationery they have. Sometimes you start the lesson, they don't have the pen, the pencil, the ruler. It takes them time to settle in the classroom.
Actually, it's not only the teachers, but we have to work together with the parents. And if the parents do their part at home and with the teachers, that's okay. They do succeed in the future. But most of them, they come prepared. They come in, like whatever homework is being given, they are always willing, eager to show it to the teacher and eager to learn. I have a few students who are always eager to learn new things.
The cost of sending a child to school can be a hardship for parents, but many families, like Mrs. Lal, know that it is a necessary commitment, and that putting money into education is a sound investment into the future of this country.
I'm a mother of 6. I got 3 boys and 3 girls. My eldest is 23 and my youngest is 7 years old. They all are going, 3 of them are going to Ramlakan Primary School, and my eldest is in a USP, 3rd year student. My second one is in USP 2, and my 3rd daughter is a French language teacher.
Over the last 6 years, more than $500 million has been invested in bringing about the long overdue education reforms, which is geared towards providing excellence and quality education for all.
The people in Numbianito, and especially the Tikin of Nakor, are so thrilled and they are so happy for this grateful donation that the government, present government, especially the Prime Minister's office, has provided to the village and also to the Tikina, especially in establishing and improving the education of the children of this Tikina, especially in Avosa.
Currently, Fiji is on target to ensuring that each child receives the best opportunity in education. This is to ensure that all Fijians have access to basic education and a chance to a secure future.
It's the government's initiative to get people educated at least up to Form 6, and they have taken a good initiative to get rid of this Class 6 examination, the external examination, so-called Fiji Intermediate Examination, the Class 8 examination, Fiji 8th examination, and the examination offered at Form 4, the Fiji Junior Certificate Examination. This was scrapped by the government last year, and it was an attempt to overcome the dropouts and provide hence compulsory education up to at least Form 6.
Tuition fee is something the government has done, and that's very good, plus the bus fare and also food vouchers. I think that's for the rural students. Rural schools are getting food vouchers, so that's another initiative, and the textbook. All these are something the government is doing to put the children in school. Otherwise, without money, without bus fare, the parents just opted to keep them at home. So now everything is done, so the child is in the school.
The Ministry of Education has completed a series of policies and programs targeted at improving the education sector, such as providing transport assistance for students whose parents' income is less than $15,000.
Kita mbula sartunga na titi, siang ni ndue vaka rabuli keve na luvengu, sanga ibo tingango na titi tondo saranga kita mbula tukine liu. Kita ye ya so mitunga na iduru no ni pondo bisinga, so mino na iduru. Sabi bu kemen kono matintu na pondo, hanto saranga na kali bu na bawa binaka. Vikem do na bibu keme vikemani.
It is very good. Some of the families are large and there are 3 or 4 children or 5 children coming to school, and for the parents to send all these children to school, sometimes they choose who gets the bus fare and who comes, and usually the girls were disadvantaged. So now everyone has got the voucher, so attendance has improved. We have had homework policies and attendance policies. When we look at our attendance, it has improved now, and the parents also know it, that if the government gives a bus fare, the child has to be in school. So that is good monitoring, and we are also seeing that the attendance is good in schools since the bus fare voucher is given.
We managed to save up all the money that we used on textbooks before on other things. Especially they get extra uniforms, their sandals, and even getting new school bags every year. And their school fees are paid at the beginning of each year as we receive this assistance.
Most of our children are being assisted by government with this free textbook initiative. And on that note, we as a school family would like to thank government for that, because it has really helped, especially these families that are not really well off financially. So the initiative of free textbooks to our school has really helped the family a lot. And second to that is this bus fare assistance. Yeah, on that same note, I would say that it has also helped the parents of our school in transporting children to and from school each day. So the assistance has really helped them a lot in this way.
Part of the education reform is also targeted towards minimizing school dropouts and ensuring that students are provided with the best. Other successful improvements have been targeted towards vocational training of students.
With this wiping out of the exams, I think it is impacting positively on the society. More children are in school, and that will be something which people start trying to embark on it. Knowledge-based society. So only way for them to gain knowledge is to be in school.
I agree with the idea of no FEYE and FJC, because I think that the students are more active in their schoolwork compared to my time. We would wait for the exam to draw closer and then we'll start opening the books and studying.
From secondary education, government has also provided assistance for Fijians through the provision of scholarships. Nations Business speaks to final year students at the University of the South Pacific to find out how the provision of scholarships have changed their lives.
I just want to say that I am so happy and so grateful that you have chosen me and allowing me to do the scholarship, and I find that the scholarship is wonderful and so greatly helpful to our society nowadays, because I felt the burden of wondering what my future will be. If I did not get awarded the scholarship, I'd probably be working 9 to 5, waiting tables, or doing anything that I can to help with the payment of the house. So when I got the scholarship, I felt so blessed and so fortunate actually, and happy and relieved. Those are the feelings that just washed through me when I heard that I got the scholarship.
So I would like to urge students like myself, minorities, and all those who think that they don't have anything in life, urge them to do so. The government will always be there, and I hope that in future times there will be other avenues for the government to cater for all students.
targeted at providing opportunities for tertiary students. It's incentives like these that motivate students to make a meaningful difference to their community and the nation, enabling them to support themselves and their families and contribute effectively to Fiji's labor force.
Basically, I come from a not well-off family. I mean, yeah, I had a difficult time financially. So I think if I hadn't got a scholarship, I wouldn't have been able to come to ST. And I think there's a lot of people out there, I mean, intellectually successful, but they don't have the resource, basically the finance to take them to school. And I think having this kind of scholarship will enable people out there, I mean, bring out talents and successful people who lead the country to the future.
Education is a costly investment, but it is even more costly for a child not to have an education.
In almost all schools that we are aware of, there is some core computing being taught at the lower level and also somebody along the line, everyone has got some exposure to the computing, some knowledge of computing, some knowledge at least to write letters on the computer, at least to make a small account on the computer. So that's the type of thing which we're trying to develop. And computer is also part of the technical and vocational subject in which we are encouraging. Ministry of Education has a number of initiatives and programs to provide access for students in the schools. It is to increase access and also to increase the retention. So basically what we want as a part of our policy is that all children to attend school for the first 12 years. In the rural areas where their bus service is not available to that extent, then we have carriers, special carriers which have rural license, they are transporting students to school. And where students have to cross rivers, etc., even boat fares are paid by the government and Ministry of Education.
Some of the families are large and there are 3 or 4 children or 5 children coming to school, and for the parents to send all these children to school, sometimes they choose who gets the bus fare and who comes. And usually the girls were disadvantaged. So now everyone has got the voucher, so attendance has improved. We have had homework policies and attendance policies. When we look at our attendance, it has improved now. And the parents also know it, that if the government gives a bus fare, the child has to be in school. So that is good monitoring, and we are also seeing that the attendance is good in schools since the bus fare voucher is given.
To the Ministry of Education that has implemented new initiatives and streamlined services to teachers who are working hard in the classrooms and putting in extra time for training.
What we want to happen in the secondary school, and it's already started, is that every child, when they finish secondary school, they have done some subjects where they have learned life skills, where they have learned had some vocational training, where they have had some technical training. Because not every child will be academic minded. So we are providing an alternative pathway.
And what the government is also doing is I think also giving TVET from 5 onwards, and financial management. Those are the things they are also introducing in secondary. So people will know how to control their money better.
The curriculum of the day is training students in all areas. So children are good at curriculum, banking and so forth, there is provision there. Gardening is there, agriculture science is there, we have our home economics, cooking and things are there. We can be preparing students for the hotel and catering and all those, people to become better workers at hotels later on, once they have gone through that education system. TVET section, we have computer studies there, we have home economics there.
But there's one more element in the education mix that needs to be addressed, and it is the most important one of all, and that is you, the parent.
kakin na nondo kare buka bina ka may bale. Meron may buke na nondo tiko ekorniwuli.
There is no school in Fiji, bad schools or even the teachers. All the teachers are good, they are doing their part, only the children. And if we send our children to school and we want the teacher to teach them the behaviors and all those things, that is not right, because we are the parents, we have to teach them the behavior. The teacher is doing their part, but the parents has to do their part too.
Kani sa sulia tu bakarao-rao na matintu na idur-dur ni buli, na ibola. Mendangu matua sara na nonra watalay nangone, marangolay ni korni buli. Marlay buli ka. Ni sayo irango ka na nonday ninui na singa ni mataka. Baba bina katalngawa na matintunggo na bebu kilibu sa may bakaedor. Na buku ni nonra opuli na nonday sul-suli.
We are very thankful for the part we played and the dream that we had, but nevertheless we still thank the government for the big work that it has done, apart from all other improvement, that the infrastructure that it has done in the Nabosa district.
We're the envy of the Pacific of what the government has initiated. This free school, I must comment them on that. And free education, free textbooks and all this thing. And I only hope that school management would, play along and have an even play field for the government to work on, But I see there is still forces outside there that tend to, upset these things and give the government a bad name, I suppose. I don't know what it is. But so the cookie crumbles today, Everything good you do, there's always a bad factor there. People who try and put what they say, a hammer into the works,
A well-educated child will have a far greater chance of success in this world, and the same is true for a well-educated nation.
The scholarship has assisted me very much. I mean, if there was no scholarship, I wouldn't be able to complete my education. It was a good opportunity and a chance for me to further my studies, which has stopped before that. And with no other resources to complete my studies, I have no hope until I receive that scholarship, which has given me hope again. And it has opened many doors for me. I mean, it has empowered me in terms of achieving what I want to do in my career, in my work life, and in my personal life. It is a good opportunity, and it has greatly benefited me a lot.
Government is, trying to progressively address this very challenging situation that we have, where a majority of our population is earning below the $15,000 category. And with the limited resources that are available, I believe that government is, finding better ways and trying to make opportunities more readily available, so as to give our students and our children in the disadvantaged bracket, so to speak, better life opportunities.